The month of March has some of my favorite releases so far this year, so make sure you stay tuned in and let's make some money. March is going to be another quality over quantity month. We're still being selective with our choices of which shoes we're going to cop to resell, but this month's exciting. Before we get into it, I post release guides for sneakers to cop to resell every single month, so make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on. I'm also posting leads and following up on my release guides on Instagram, so make sure you follow me there. The handle is the same, at AllABSneakers. Hopefully you're tuning into this early because our first release is March 2nd. We've got the Ma Maniere 12s, the white colorway. This is interesting to me. Ma Maniere has kind of went in order with their collabs. 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s. We skipped them all. We went straight to 12s. Kind of strange, but 12s have always been a great selling style of retros, so I guess I can kind of understand their strategy, but I think they skipped some great potential, so hopefully they come back and hit all the other retros. We've already seen pairs of the black colorway of the Ma 12s floating around. Now it's time for the white pair. These are going to retail for $225, a little bit steeper on the price tag, but there is going to be room for profit. After shipping fees plus your reselling fees on most apps, or if you quick flip these, you'll probably be able to make a quick $100 on each pair. Obviously with the Ma Manieres, we're looking for that quality, we're looking for the detail, and buyers are willing to pay up for that. Hopefully by the time you see this video, it's not too late to enter the Ma raffle. So hop on the Ma Maniere website, enter up there. You might have a couple other boutiques online that are going to do raffles. Otherwise, make sure you check into sneakers at 10 a.m. on release day. March 4th, we've got an iffy one. Appealing to the eye, but maybe not appealing to resellers' pockets. We've got the Retro 5 UNC. I've seen quite a few early pairs of these. All the pictures that have leaked have been really great. I'm just worried about how many pairs are going to be out there. I'm a huge fan of the liners on these. Love the details with the text inside the tongue. This is something that we don't see with many general releases, so that might give these an edge. I'm just hoping the value stays high. Right now, resale apps are under 300, and I'm thinking they're going to drop a little bit more closer to release date. So do your own research on these. Make sure you stay up to date with the resale apps and kind of track what the market is doing closer to release day. If you do cop these, I highly consider quick flipping them or maybe even fulfilling some pre-orders on them to make sure that you actually profit on them. Otherwise, you might be stuck with a brick or a very long-term hold. Just know that if you do cop those, you're probably only going to make some lunch money on them. And if that's not your cup of tea, you should probably steer towards these other releases. Again, another steep retail price tag on these, $225. Just doesn't leave a lot of meat on the bone for resellers. Next up, one we've heard a lot about in the past few months. March 7th, we've got the Tiffany Air Force 1 lows. This pair is all black with the Tiffany blue check on them. We've seen some photos of some samples of these. Maybe we'll see another colorway release in the near future, but for now, this is what we're getting. Nike and Tiffany have some other items that they're going to drop during this release as well. Those may also have some resale value, so make sure you do your research on those. As far as the sneakers go, these are retailing for $400, which seems like a ton, and it might back off some of the resellers, but the last time I checked, there's not a single size that doesn't have an offer over $1,000 right now on resale apps. With that being said, this should be an easy double up at least. Those prices will probably come down after they release just a little bit. They're going to be a super tough cop. I've already heard of people setting up appointments with Tiffany trying to get some ends on these. This is one of those releases that you just need to exasperate all of your options, all of your ability to cop, and you might luck up and get one pair. If I remember right, I believe whenever we heard these rumored to release that I saw a picture of LeBron walking into the stadium pre-game, repping a pair of those Tiffany Air Force 1 lows. Of course, that created some buzz around these as well. Definitely a pair that you need to keep on your radar. Cop at all costs. March 11th, another huge release, one that's been highly anticipated. The white cement 3s, the reimagined pair. We've been seeing these new vintage pairs reimagined by Nike. Of course, we had the lost and found ones, kind of mimic the Chicago ones, just a vintage retro look. Same thing here with the white cement 3s. Best part about it is we've got the Nike Air with the check on the heel tab, which is what everyone loves. They've already remastered these once with the Nike Air on the back. Consumers love it, Nike loves it, so obviously that's what they went with this time. Sneakers did do a shock drop about a week ago on these, so there are going to be some pairs and listings floating around out there already. Kind of surprising how the market has settled already a little bit. There were early pairs selling for anywhere from $400 to $500. They've all settled down closer to the $300 range now, which is great. There might even be an opportunity to snipe some pairs for resale whenever those resellers with paper hands need to come off their pairs super quick. So always keep that in mind. buying a pair for retail from the stores or from the apps might not be the only way to make money on a certain release. There may be potential to make some money on these white cement 3s if you have the capital to purchase and hold and flip later on. But for now, we're pre-release, we're focused on copping these for retail. Make sure you're checking all of your foot sites, entering all the raffles that you can. Obviously, you want to be on the sneakers app at 10 a.m. on release day as well. Give yourself as many chances as possible. This is one of those pairs that you want to buy as many pairs as you can, does not matter how many. If you have an opportunity to cop, buy them. There are 2 other releases that have not been confirmed that I want to touch on really quick. We've got the Air Jordan Retro 1 High OG Skyline. We've seen some photos surface. The material kind of looks like a colored denim material. Light, bright, almost like a gradient fade, iridescent look to them. Really cool. They could definitely put the ones back on the map as long as they're somewhat limited. If those do drop, they're probably going to retail for around $180, but that's something that you want to keep an eye on as we get further into the month. Again, another reason to stay up to date with my Instagram, because that is a release that I will plug. Another one that I'll call out on my Instagram once they confirm a date is going to be the Retro 4 SB. This pine green colorway has surfaced everywhere. I've seen it in my sneaker groups and people are going crazy about them. I've seen a couple different mock-ups of these. Some of them have a partial gum outsole, which I think is even more fire than just the green outsole. So hopefully if they Nike Air SB these on the heel tab and then have that red Jumpman on the tongue along with the gum, at least the partial gum outsole, and these are going to go crazy. I'm super excited for this colorway. If those drop, they're going to retail probably for $225 as well, but there will definitely be profit to be made on those, especially with the hype that has grown around 4s this year. It's been crazy. So don't forget to check back in here, but also to check in with my Instagram at allabsneakers if you want to stay up to date with releases. I'm plugging you guys with every opportunity I can to make money on sneakers, so don't miss out. As always, I appreciate the support. Thank you for watching, and do not forget, this is all about sneakers.